All right, so gentlemen, I will pass the mic to you guys, and I'm pretty excited to watch out what is going to happen in Bermuda. So enjoy yourself, and let's see what's going to happen in Booyah. Let's go.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 2, day 2. And of course, the first map that we will gonna be looking at is going to be Bermuda, featuring Group A versus B bracket. And well, it does seem like the flight path is something pretty conventional, starting off in the northwestern side and gonna be ending it off in the southeastern side, and we'll be cutting in through Bullseye, Plantation, Katulistoa, Peak, Pochinock. There's a lot of places for these players to get to.
Yep, certainly Abstract. And ladies and gentlemen, today we will be the fine gentlemen to be bringing you the finest Free Fire action across Malaysia and Philippines. So, first off, starting off, we got Genesis All-Star right in front of our screens. This particular team is a team to watch as well. Other than hard to get, these teams showed up pretty great and pretty awesome. Yesterday, they had a pretty decent amount of kills. They had a pretty decent amount of pushes that we were excited to see. You know, these are the teams that are kind of passive aggressive, which I like. It's a mix of both. They won't be too passive and they won't be too aggressive. You know what I mean, Abstract? And right now we can see the early fights on Bloody Hit. Gets a knockdown on one of the squads from LCMY Bosku and gets taken out. First blood going to Blink. And this is the early cup of tea that we want for today. This is a great way to start things off for week 2 and day 2. Bermuda is a decently sized map and certainly a decent amount of action. But grenade being lobbed down, not getting anybody yet. Bloody Hit has to be careful for the push because Team LCMI Bosku still has a lot of ground to work with and might attempt for a flank. If Mark is not careful enough, he'll get picked up by one of the members from LCMI Bosku. So Abstract, what do you think about this? What do you think about this early aggression that we're seeing right now, right here, and today as well?
Looking at how Bloody Heads have played it out, like they went for the knockdown and immediately go for the execution. They are just really looking for that early game points, and they are not really having the thought in mind to completely annihilate a single team, to be honest. Because if they are interested in annihilating a team, then they would very definitely want to leave the knockdown player there and just use the knockdown player to bait the other players in the team to come forward to help and, well, provide fire, right? So this kind of suppressing fire is definitely something that, you know, those aggressive, like hyper-aggressive players, hyper-aggressive teams will want to look out for. They get one knockdown, bait and lure everyone else out there and just finish up the job. But this case, they don't care about it. They just want to go for the kill. It does seem like we do have an avenging frag coming in from Bosku. So they're just going for a one-for-one trade. And, well, I believe in Sentosa is just the two of them. So no one is going to come in here to voucher them whatsoever. So for both Bloody Heads as well as LCMI Bosku, they're probably going to be stuck with 3 men for the entirety of the game.
Yep, Abstract, 1-for-1, like you said, avenging kill. So it's a refrag onto both teams. Both teams still have 3 men left strong, but loot-wise, they're not doing too well, I presume, because they already dropped on these particular small areas. There's not a lot of loot to work with. There's not a lot of utilities or maybe meds to work with. But on the other side, Batman gets another kill. The player to watch gets a kill onto one of the members from LCMY, Gregory Lai, will get dropped down instantly, and Batman swoops in for another assassination and gets himself another kill and gets his team 1 kill in the board. Hard to get, and hard to get. So as well, Batman is not only hard to get, but he is hard to kill. This guy is absolutely insane, as just what Leslie mentioned as well. His survival time, his average damage, his average kills. My oh my, this man's going on fire. But second circle is going to be coming in play. 1 minute left on the timer. All these teams are converging right into the center of the circle. As you can see, Hard to Get is converging. LCMY Gregory is converging. 4X slightly from the far end, but they will start to make their way up. And 4X is a team to be keeping an eye for, because yesterday they didn't have a really good day. But I hope today, you know, they'll make it up. You know, I think yesterday they re-strategized everything. They probably calmed down a lot. Try and be more passive aggressive, I guess, because they right now on that position itself, it's not entirely passive, and so it's not entirely aggressive as well. So this is a mix-up that we all wanted to see, Abstract.
Indeed. Now we also managed to see the circle, the current circle number one, as well as the upcoming circle number two. And it does seem like the circle number two is just going to be popped right smack in the center, and of course closer to the northern side, where I believe that Plantation, Katulistiwa, Bimasaki Strip is within the safe area. And well, knowing how to get, if they manage to get that kind of advantage, they would definitely want to rotate around and be sure that they are able to pick anyone off depending on the flight path. So if you can see, hard to get is literally going to make their way right smack in the center of the circle, as where Batman is right now. And once the time comes in, once the second circle comes in, they can expect more players and more teams to swarm in towards Plantation, and that is where they will have the upper hand, because they know that more people is going to have their fight there. Once the activity sounds out, they are able to hear all the gunfights going on about. They can choose to go over and try to get themselves some free kills in the form of third party, or they can stay in the center and just hold their ground, and just, well, hold their ground, make sure that whoever comes into the center is going to be absolutely demolished by them.
Yep, off screen is now on the bird's eye view and on the map. So I think we saw Raw Squad is going to be getting up and close with AV Elites. These two teams are still quite dangerous themselves. And as you can see, Raw Squad, Yun going to be shooting down one tap. Can he get the kill? No, one tap gets into safety just in the nick of time. Yun will not get the kill, but there's 81 damage towards Yun. Yun has to be careful. No, one tap has to be careful, because one tap is going to be killing a running away. But MindX will be giving the suppressive fire. Yun will be giving the suppressive fire as well. This is not looking good for Supreme Army Forces. One tap has been dropped down really, really low. Raw Squad attempting for a push, but they are thinking twice, but they're still dealing on damage to one tap. Glow balls being popped out, smoke's being popped out as well, more glow balls being popped. He's just trying to get safety, he's just trying to heal out. 12 HP left on. He is not looking good, ladies and gentlemen. One tap just needs one more tap onto his body and he'll get dropped down, and yes, he will. Minex will get the kill, and he will be executing it and finishing off by Yun, who will be pushing up onto the side of the Supreme Army Forces. McCrory gets dealt a lot of damage. Grenade and thrown out. Yun will be backing off, running away for some cover, trying to regain his position. Right now, these two teams are confronting each other. They want to demolish each other off. They want to run each other down. Just dropping very low. Raw Squad. Minex will be dropping really low as well. Just will get dropped down by Boo, and this is going insane. Minex will be still alive and allowed to be picked up, but Boo will get knocked out by McCrory. Good teamwork coming off the side of Supreme Army Forces. 2 versus 4. Susan still very dangerous. He has the glow wall, but not much to work with, because the SKS is going to be dealing up. Oh my god, Susan will get the knock onto McCrory instead, and Raw Squad still 3 men alive. 3 versus 1 on the side of Supreme Army Forces. They do not want to engage like more and more towards these uphill fights, because Supreme Army Forces just made a grave mistake when trying to push, but Garute is trying to run away, but he cannot run away. And new killer goes to Raw Squad, and they will just wipe out Supreme Army Forces and get themselves 4 kills. And Supreme Army Forces is the first team to get eliminated.
Not something that we were quite expecting. Raw Squad as well as SAF, they are literally just at each other's throats and trying to take each other out one for one kind of trade-off. The trades was actually relatively good. And for what I remember, Raw Squad had a couple of members that actually went down a couple of times, but I believe that a pickup didn't happen. While in the meantime, we're just going to move on a little bit from what has happened just now, although I would still like to congratulate, Raw Squad for being able to get out from all of that danger with only a single man down, which is quite a feat, to be honest. We're also going to be looking at 4X-Men Esports, which unfortunately did not quite have a good run yesterday. So I'm really hoping to see that they will be able to do something a little bit different today and hopefully give us some good kills, some good placements as well. But you see, all 4 of them hiding inside a tiny little hut is most definitely not the biggest or the most, not the kind of cup of tea that I'm looking out for. Anyone else that just tosses a grenade in there is going to cause quite a havoc. While Batman is
Yep.
just hiding inside of a single building, which is in between of another team.
Yeah, and Batman is all alone and scouting the place. Is not. That's what I like about Batman. Besides him being aggressive, he's the one with trigger discipline as well. Because if any random player, he would fire any shots against LCMI Gregory or maybe even AV Elites, and LCMI Bosco is just up on the hill watching down with that uphill advantage, and Batman is gonna be still around that building, still scouting out any more players who try to do try to overextend or even push out. Right now, for X-Men is going to be nearby as well. So as AXA Dream Team. These teams are already converged into the middle of the circle. And I think Bloody Heads, oh my, Bloody Heads has a lot of way to work through. I think hard to get Batman. I think Batman is the only one left alive in Team Hard to Get because I don't see anyone
Wait,
else
what?
left. Yeah, I think his whole squad got wiped off except him. And now he's most probably going to go for the placement points, or he's going to be making a huge clutch play coming out, or he might just, he's Batman, he can 1v3, 1v4, and whatnot if he has enough utilities to work with, or maybe enough glow walls to work with to provide himself more and more cover. As you can see, Raw Squad, 3-man, still strong, even though one of the members, Boo, got finished off instantly with that knockdown. Really unfortunate, but Raw Squad showing up strong today. They're confident, they know what they're doing today, and they're taking these aggressive angles already. And my oh my, Abstract.
Indeed, whoever's just going to be heading up north, which is very likely going to be AV Elites. I've got a single hard to get player, and I'm not too sure who was the other one, but they are definitely going to be gatekeeping their current area. And with 4 kills in to their name already, I'm pretty sure that they should have their confidence all the way up to the roof. And of course, momentum comes into play as well. As long as they know that they have the confidence, as long as they know that their marksmanship is on point today, then it is they are definitely going to tide the wave and just going to ride along with the waves and see exactly who is going to be crashed down by this giant tidal pool that they are able to
no.
present for themselves. Oh no, the
Well, I
UAV.
think, yeah, the Batman is in trouble. UAV just revealed his position together with Raw Squad and together with 4X-Men and together with AXA Dream Team as well. This is not looking good, but right now on the screen we have Genesis All-Star still scouting onto the air crate, which has just landed with 3 sets of Grozas, or should I say Grazza, which is the correct pronouncement on that particular weapon. So on LCM Boss 2, yeah, culture, because I just noticed that there's 2 ways of calling the Groza. It's either you call it Groza, and then people just keep mentioning, you call it the Grazza, and I'm like, okay, the Grazza indeed. So right now, AV Elites, he's going to be nearby one of those air crates, getting himself some potential good loot and extra ammo, maybe an extra utility as well. Bloody Heads right on top of the hill. Maybe we'll be engaging LCMI Bosco in just a bit. They're just right across each other. Abstract, we're about to get some finest close action right here against the Malaysian and the Philippine teams. Raw Squad is going to be inside one of these buildings. I think he spotted out Batman, but Minex is just like, oh, here we go. Grenade being thrown out. Will Batman leave? Will Batman leave his position? And no, he won't. And he gets shot down to 100 HP left. I think Minex saw him. He's still running around with his melee weapon, not making any sort of movements. They want to flush Batman out because Batman is the only squad left alive. Oh, this is not going to go for Batman. Grenade being tossed out as well. He doesn't know where the grenade is, but shotgun's being thrown out. He gets Minex instantly. But Zuxan will be there to pop up the glow wall and block some damage off for Minex and gets the kill onto Batman. And hard to get is the team that's going to be leaving 9th place on this game on game number 1. Excuse me. So
that was quite wasted. That was really big waste. I think that what Batman was trying to do was to throw the grenade over, just so that once he knocks someone down, throws the grenade so no one can actually come and pick him up. And that is pretty much a security kill, and he's able to zone the enemies out at the same time just so that he could reset himself. But in the meantime, it does seem like we're looking at quite some action here. We do have LCMY Boss Crew that is going to go head-to-head against with Bloody Heads. And it does seem like they're only separated with a single fence. But unfortunately, Sawi did not manage to land a single shot with his shotgun onto the head on literally Bloody Heads. Mark as well as Pogs. They're just gonna be hiding behind the single
Oh my
building,
God.
and Zawi with the glow wall is gonna be waiting for the perfect opportunity.
Oh,
Unfortunately, wasn't able to get
no.
the shot down. Shotgun right in the face, and unfortunately for Pogs, he's going to be shot down. While Mark is just gonna be holding down the angle, runs inside the building with his back against the enemies. How exactly is he still alive at this moment of time? Pops out the glow wall again. Zawi really trying to be resilient,
Oh
trying to get a
my
shot down, but
God.
unfortunately was outcountered by Mark. And Mark is just making full use of everything that he can, but unfortunately, here comes Force from behind, immediately stabs him in the back with all the amount of lead right to his back.
Yep, that is not looking good for Team Bloody Heads to be leaving out this early because nice snipe going to AV Elite. Jabari will be tagged down, but Logan will get a snipe off stream onto Superman from AXA Dream Team. Will be knocked down as well. You have to be careful for snipers in this game, ladies and gentlemen. The Barra and the Arm will definitely hurt a lot, and AV Elite has the high ground, but this is the replay that we saw early on this fight between Bloody Heads and LCMI Bosku. Mark is just not having his that he missed quite a number of shots. They were playing jumping jacks over onto those farm boards. But right now on the map, you can see all these players shooting right, left, upper, front, and center. We have AV Elites again engaging against Raw Squad. 1 versus 4 from Jacker, but Jacker probably would just fall back. But on off screen, we can see Ultimate Bosku and Gregory get taken out by 4 X-Men, instantly wiped out, and their team number 7 to be leaving the map. Raw Squad still hiding behind the blue zone, ball being popped out by AV Elites. Jacker is going to be healing up onto full health, but Genesis All-Star will be leaving the team as well on team number 6. Logan gets the kill onto Superman, knocks him down. But AV Elites will be killing one of the members for LCY Bosku. They are split up as they're all split up across the map for like no reason. The body will be alone in the hut, and his team is right on the side. This is just gonna be backing off, and he has the time. Jabari might have the time to like actually push him, but Jabari will get knocked down. He will get the third party kill onto Raw. As I mentioned, Raw Scout will be trying to get the third party kills, but no, Zuxun will get knocked down. My next will get knocked down as well, but get picked up instantly by Zuxun. Not having a good day, he'll get finished off by Insanity, and Insanity is the play right here by Ultimate Boss 2, one of the members. Can he run away? Force Insanity is still spraying onto the members of LCMI Boss 2, not running away, not getting away just yet. Goals being popped, save his life, block some bullets for himself, but AK-47 is still going to be spraying them down, but he will get the knock onto Salvi. Salvi gets finished off, is all left to Force. Force will be dropping really low. He will get the kill onto Force as well.
Oh!
Jesus, Insanity, you're living up to his name. Insane, you are, and Insanity will get dropped right across the map with AXA Dream Team will be approaching forward to AV Elites as well as Raw Squad will be stuck down below Minex and Yoon fighting for their lives, but Yoon gets dropped down instantly. Jacker will pop up the glow wall. Minex will be attempting for the revive, but he's trying to shoot on the glow wall. He's trying to get a kill. Another glow wall being popped. Minex is the lifesaver right here. He's the guardian angel of Yoon, but Yoon still won't die. Glow wall being popped on left, right, up, down. He has no glow to run with. He still has one more glow wall to work with. Jacker is desperately trying to finish him the kill off, but he can't. Minex has no choice but to run, but he'll get the kill onto Yoon, but Yoon will be last man remaining, and yes, no, Jacker just gets killed away, and Yoon will be eliminated outside from the circle, and Booyah goes to AXA Dream Team with the third party kills and third